How's everything going, guys? Welcome to another reaction video here. I am ACA Guenter. Welcome to another nostalgia critic. Today we're going to be doing the film Cats Don't Dance. Came out in... what year did this film come out in? Seriously? 1997! God, I've been on a right kick, innit? I think I've done I think it's like the 4th film in a row. Spoilers, I'm doing Liar Liar next week. I've done 5 videos in a row, all released the same year. 1997. Back when I was 7 years old. So, we're going to be looking at the film, Cats Don't Dance. Let me just go wiki really quick. Cats Don't Dance. It's got a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's actually an okay film. Yeah, I was 6, nearly 7 when this came out. I do not remember this film coming out. I do not remember it. And I like the fact of literally Nostalgia Critic's reviews right there. So, Cats Don't Dance. So, this review came out in 2017. Actually, do you know what? I don't think I've seen this one, actually. The reason why I picked this one, it's quite a short review. There's only like a 13-minute review. So, for a Nostalgia Critic, this is a short review. Very short. So, if you're excited for this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. How do you guys feel about me rewatching old Critic videos and old Scott the Wazzers? Let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do that. If you guys want me to start watching old Nostalgia Critic and also old Nostalgia Critic, if you want me to, I'll start doing that from April. From April, I'll start doing old Scott the Wazzers and old Critic videos and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do that. So, right, I need to get this video done quick. I've gone for this one because it's a short review, because I've literally got work in 2 hours. I'm recording this the same day you see it. So, I thought, get this on, it's a short reaction, get it on, and then at least, you guys have got a video off me, so let's go. This is when net neutrality was a thing, wasn't it? Remember back in 2017 when the American government wanted to control all the internet and all the media. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to censor people, lower everyone's internet speed, and charge more money for it. I think it actually got shut down. Net neutrality got shut down. Another film from 97.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Ever since I started this show, I got a lot of requests to review the movie Cats Don't Dance, released in 1997. Really? This is seen as a bad movie? I mean, I remember seeing it a long time ago, and I recall it being okay. Not perfect, but a serviceable film. A nice little kids movie with nice animation and 1 or 2 laughs. I even mentioned at one point I would never review this movie because I didn't think the flaws were bad enough to fill up an entire review. But then I started thinking about it. Maybe you don't want me to review this movie because it's so bad, but because it left an impact. I'm hearing more and more that this is one of those movies that...
The thing is, I don't remember it. Came out in 97, so I was 6, 7 years old when it came out. I do not remember this film. Do not remember it advertised here in the UK. Don't remember it coming out in the UK. I do not remember it at all. Came out in March of 97. I don't remember it.
It was played a lot on Cartoon Network. And even though it bombed at the box office, it found life on VHS, resulting in only now a widescreen release on DVD. And with all the recommendations I've been getting for it, clearly it has a following. So what is it that draws so many people to this animated flick? Why not take a look? This is my quick mini review of Cats Don't Dance. It starts off with a Randy Newman song.
Oh God. Boxes. Looking at birds.
That's nice. As we see a cat in the 1930s named Danny, played by Scott Bakula. This will be the greatest movie ever made if this is all secretly an identity.
Is he the same guy who did Aladdin?
From Quantum Leap, is traveling to Hollywood to try and become a star.
You can do anything if you try. Dig that face, they ain't seen nothing like it any place. It's right above the movie screen.
The first thing you might notice about this film is that it seems, well, corny. Like, Indiana can't supply enough fuel for your corniness. But there's a couple things to keep in mind. On top of the beautifully colorful and lively animation...
Yeah, the animation's really good. Actually, the animation's actually really decent, actually. I'll give the animation credit, it's really good.
This is a throwback to musicals of that era, which represents Danny's optimism that's going to be dashed later on in the film.
Yeah.
In fact, reality is already kind of sinking in, as the love interest of the film is not introduced through glitter and lights, but rather Danny unknowingly screwing her over, blinded by his cheerfulness. Everything he does somehow results in her misery. Also, shit, Captain Archer's a good singer.
Hollywood, where the streets are paved with gold, where the kiddies never grow.
Ensign, set a course for smooth. Yeah.
Wait, is it the guy from Quantum Leap? I did not know that.
Danny enters a talent agency coming across a slew of weirdos and has-beens, if they ever have been, and the talent agent just happens to need a cat for a Noah's Ark picture.
Just sign here, 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 and 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 over there, down the middle, nothing.
A cat crossed my path.
Orange tabby?
Yeah.
Green vest?
Yeah.
Straw hat?
Yeah.
Oh, what a coinkydink.
How'd you know?
Hippo intuition?
While the music in scenes like this can get distractingly loud, the pacing is pretty impressive. Calling back to classic fast-talking comedies of that time like His Girl Friday and Bringing Up Baby.
I'll give you Sundays
I
off.
never work Sundays.
Hey, double time.
Triple time.
Triple time.
Is there an echo in here?
You're pushing me?
No chow, no meow.
Look, darling, this will bring us back together again, just the way we used to
That's
be.
just what I'm afraid of, any time, any place, anywhere.
Don't mock me. This is bigger than anything that ever happened to us.
Only this time the
Yeah, it's kind of mocking the... like, the 50s fast-paced style of American comedies. Like, we never got that kind of comedies here in the UK. Like the one I know is, oh God, what's her name? It's Lucy something. She has a very famous sketch called Lucy and the Chocolates. Lucy a Ball. That's it. Like, they were popular here, and so was other people a little bit later on, like Jerry Lewis. But yeah, actually, Jerry Lee Lewis, he's had some couple funny stuff. Like, His Naughty Professor's really funny. Like, and also, I love the Eddie Murphy one as well, to be honest.
The animation can magnify the movements as well as the speech. Plus, our love interest Sawyer, played by Jasmine Guy, continues to comedically be the subject of needless violence, the best kind of violence.
Oh!
I'm not usually for animal cruelty, but if Tom and Sawyer could get together for a slapstick routine, I already have the perfect name.
Tom Sawyer.
That's actually better.
Hi, Archer.
Sawyer gets roped into a role too, as they can't find any female cats, and they're off to shoot with their main star, a Shirley Temple knockoff named Darla Dimple, played by Ashley Peldon. She's just jealous because she flunked out of art class.
I built a little boat, as cute as it can be.
This character is by far the best part of the movie. At first you might be wondering what I'm talking about, but when Danny musically improvises, her reactions from here on out are beyond priceless.
Oh, here's an angel. Can you tell me where's an angel?
Why, you are, Darla, sweetheart, celebrity, darling.
I don't think there's enough haunted house.
Was that Eric Idle? I'm pretty sure the director was Eric Idle. I'm sure it was.
For the amount of scary faces she makes in this movie. They're all horrifyingly insane, and the animation doesn't hold
Fucking demented.
back in the slightest, making every reaction hilarious. Even the one on the cover is kinda disturbing. She looks like whoever possessed Reagan in The Exorcist. With such a lighthearted tone for the rest of the film, this is an enjoyably cynical approach to a child icon. It's kind of weird, but also funny, this idea of turning a Shirley Temple-type persona into a villain. It's the equivalent of showing the Olsen twins as villains, or the Jerry Maguire kid as a villain, or... For real.
Mara Wilson! Oh, when I watched that review, I thought, oh, it's a bit of a boring review. When she came on, I went, oh shit. And I literally said to my brother at the time, when the Simple Wish review came out, I said to my brother, Says my brother, you wait till you get to that ending. What's the ending? So he watched it all the way through, got to the end, he went, that fucking ending, it was fucking hilarious.
This leads to the only character who might actually be funnier than Darla, her butler, Max. When she calls for him, we don't even see him approach. He's already inside. The angles they use to show the size of this guy are simple in layout, but ridiculously effective. He never even separates his teeth to say a word.
Yes, these people.
And when he puts Danny in his place, his exit perfectly through the him-shaped hole is inspiringly extreme.
That's actually really funny.
I don't think Batman could have an exit that good. When Danny tries to figure out what he did wrong, Sawyer lays some blunt reality on him, leading to probably the film's most poignant line.
All I want to do is the thing I love. Doesn't everyone?
But Danny finds out he's not the only one with dash dreams. He comes across an elephant named Woolly Mammoth, who's the logo for the studio, which he has to do every time they make a movie. This cracks me up because it would be so much easier just to shoot it once and reuse the footage. But every time a movie is made, he has to squeeze his head through, get made up, and he has to do the sound effect all over again. That's just enjoyably pointless. It's made even funnier by the fact that he's apparently a piano player. How?
Yeah.
He has hooves, or paws, or whatever elephant hands are called.
Yeah, how is he playing the piano if he hasn't got fingers? He'd just be like, okay.
Does he hit the keys? I know it's a small thing, but that really makes me laugh. Danny finds out that Wooly wanted to be a musician, but the Hollywood system chewed him up and spat him out just like all the rest of his new friends. Apparently Hollywood just isn't interested in animals as leads.
But I thought Hollywood was always looking for new talent.
Talented people, not animals.
When will human washing stop? But Danny thinks he can inspire everybody again and brings out some old costumes and instruments to have fun with. The color literally comes back into their lives. In fact, the use of color to show their constant conflicting emotions is very clever.
Yeah.
When they're interested, they start to glow and become more vibrant. But when they're not, they step back into the shadows and once again
that's
the colors
clever.
remove.
That's very clever. Actually, yeah. Using the when they're feeling happy, basically their colour brightens up. But when they're sad, they go darker, they go dimmer. That is so clever.
It's subtle, but it's pretty smart. Darla sees that Danny is going to try and get an audition with a big-time producer, and she's afraid that their talent might upstage hers.
Invite that cat to tea.
Oh god, I falls out the wrong moment. Do you know who she reminds me of? Of a Batman villain called Baby Doll. That's who I've been thinking. I was in my head, I'm thinking, what's the name of that Batman villain? Baby Doll.
Okay, if Jared Leto harnessed this kind of creepiness, we would have a much better Joker. Darla invites Danny over to her house and offers him and his animal friends her studio and props to audition for the big-time producer, LB Mammoth. Little does Danny know that LB doesn't know, and they're about to crash an important press conference. Cue the most maniacally maniacal of laughs. Is it wrong that I'm siding with the villain and I really think she should have her own movies? We get a pretty fun villain song, obviously making every person who worked on it the happiest animators in the world. Thus, the animals show up to the studio, but Darla floods the stage, putting the press conference as well as the entire studio underwater. All the animals are fired, and they of course blame Danny, leading of course to a sad song. From Sawyer, doing her best Natalie Cole impression.
Gonna turn just a little unkind.
It's not bad, but if you've heard Sally's song from A Nightmare Before Christmas and just put little cat ears on top of her head, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But Danny gets an idea.
Do you know what? I've never seen that film. Nightmare Before Christmas. Not seen it. But like my wife has. My wife's seen that film. I've not seen that film. Let me know if you have. If you've seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, is it any good? I haven't seen it.
Idea on how to redeem himself as well as get some revenge. He invites everyone to the premiere of her movie, planning to show everyone what they can do. But Max hears a bow tie snap and is literally gone in the next shot. The only thing funnier than what we see with this guy is what we don't see.
Yeah.
Danny and Max have a big fight on top of a Darla balloon, one of the strangest settings for a climax since David Hasselhoff, and Danny eventually...
Oh yeah! David Hasselhoff was in a SpongeBob movie, I remember that!
Sends him flying. This results in the animals going on to perform and making it look like it was Darla's idea. The audience is resistant, but they give him a chance, and of course, they love him. Even with Darla trying to stop them yet again, she only ends up making the show even better. She accidentally exposes her evil plans to everyone, resulting in her career being destroyed and the animals acting in movies that wouldn't be released for 60 years. And that is Cats Don't Dance. It's
that was funny. They just replaced all the normal one with animals. That was funny.
Corny? Yeah. Are there times where the music and sound effects are a little much? Absolutely. But how did the Hudsucker proxy put it and then I stole years later?
You know, for kids.
Yeah.
Some movies are for families. This is clearly for kids. That is to say, there are definitely elements for adults. Darla is great, her butler is great, the callbacks to classic Hollywood are nice. And honestly, you could argue there's a good lesson about prejudice in there.
Yeah.
Despite it being called the golden age of cinema, there were still many groups that were kept out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially minorities. If you were overweight, you didn't get in. You had to look the part. I think even Hollywood nowadays is still kind of similar. The way they choose what actors they want, what people they want, who they hire, who they pick, who should be on screen, who should not be on screen. Yeah, I kind of agree, yeah.
If you replace the animals in this movie with many minority groups, you could actually have yourself a pretty fitting commentary.
Yeah.
Is that what they had in mind? I don't know. It could be a very simple follow your dreams story. But if Who Framed Roger Rabbit can be about cartoon animals dealing with racism, why can't this?
Yeah.
And if you think it's too strange or goofy to be enjoyed, look on the bright side. Michael Jackson was gonna be a part of it. Yeah, no joke.
Really?
This was originally supposed to star a live-action Michael Jackson with animated characters wanting to be movie stars. In fact, at one point, it was supposed to be the Looney Tunes. But after Jackson dropped out, they gave the Looney Tunes movie to Michael Jordan and kept the story going because, hey, maybe there was...
I did not know that! Huh, I've literally just learned something new today.
Something there even without Jackson. And again, I think there is, if you look at it as a kid's film. It's not going to entertain both adults and children perfectly like The Iron Giant, Kung Fu Panda, or Spirited Away, but it's colorful, energized, and has a good message for kids, while also having some great expressions, hints of cynicism, and nice salutes to the early days of film for adults.
Hey,
it's not
Laurel and Hardy. I saw that.
A classic, but it's a good film. It's a little cheesy, but if done well, cheesy is fine. It's definitely worth showing to children, and maybe you too can sneak a peek and gain just the right amount of enjoyment from it. How'd that phrase go again, Tim Robbins?
You know, for kids.
Exactly. But you know what? Sometimes there's no fault.
Was he the same guy? That Tim Robbins, was he the same guy that did in Howard the Duck?
In wanting to feel like a kid again. And this is a good film to do that with. I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
That seems an okay film, to be fair. That was just credits.
Haribo donuts. Bacon.
Oh, Haribo advert. I just like sweeties. Yeah, that seems a decent little flick. That Cats Don't Dance. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Have you seen that film? Let me know if you have seen that film. I said I haven't. I haven't seen that film, but it seems a good little flick, to be fair. Let me know in the comments below as well if you want me to start doing more older Kelly, Chris, and other reviews again, because I'm thinking about going through some of them again, and I'll try and get my wife to join me on a few of them, so that at least there's someone new watching it, not just me rewatching something. So let me know in the comments below as well what nostalgia critic reviews you would like me to do. I've done Liar Liar, but I am trying to get a couple of them done to get myself ahead a little bit, because I need to get myself ahead because of work. So let me know which ones you would like me to do. I think someone wants me to do Patch Adams, which is another film from 97. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. If I've got time after this, guys, I'll try and get another reaction video on for later on today. Alright, I'll try and get another one on for later on today. If I can. If I can't, I can't. Okay? I'll see you in a bit. Peace. Bye-bye.